welcome to my retro dress part 2. As you guys can see, we are finishing the circle skirt, cutting it out. If you guys haven't checked out that pattern making video, go ahead and check it out so you know how to make this circle skirt pattern. And then we're just gonna trace it and cut it, and don't throw away this top piece because we're gonna use it as a pocket. So just make sure it fits your hand and just cut it and use it as pockets. So we're just gonna cut this and make sure there's 4 pieces. I have 2 pieces. I folded in half like this, but I end up cutting it in half later anyways because I didn't like the way it was sitting. And now you just take your skirt and that is still fold in half, and you just fold that in half again, so you should have 4 pieces. And then now you just take the top layer of this and cut the one side. If that make any sense. And you guys see how I show you here, there's 2 layers right there. Just take the top layer and cut it down the side here, just so you know, don't cut down both fabric, just cut down one layer so it still has a layer attached. As you guys see, I open it, it's still attached, you see. And then now we'll have the 2 sides, and you just cut the 2 sides here to how big the pockets are. So you could take the pocket pattern and put it right there and cut it how big it is. But you could cut it a little bit bigger. It will be a lot easier and look nicer if you cut it a little bit, just a little bit bigger, like half an inch or something. But if you cut it smaller than the circle skirt pattern, the pocket pattern, then it wouldn't look as nice. So you guys can see I have one full back seam here, and then the 2 side seams are the pocket cut right here. And then we're gonna take that pocket and we are gonna place it right side together. So you guys could see what I'm talking about earlier, how I had to cut it into 4 pieces. So now the right sides are going to be facing right side. So make sure that the long side is facing down on the bottom of the skirt, and the round curvy side is facing on the top of the skirt. And then so the side here is facing like that. You see how the pockets are facing on the right side of the skirt like this. And so make sure your pockets are facing right, so when you sew them together, they are gonna match. Okay, so let's go ahead and sew this, just the line right there, together, and we will be right back to sew the pockets together. So now that we sew the pocket on the skirt, we will open this up and put the 2 pockets together, right side together. So flip the dress and put the right side together, and then we're gonna sew around it. So this time we're just gonna go around the pocket. Do not go where you already sewn the pocket on the skirt. That makes sense? So just go around the curves and then down to the straight line and down to the skirt, connecting the skirt together. So you could do it like this. It will be a lot easier. So what I'm showing you guys, where I'm pointing, is I don't want you guys to sew where where we already sewn the pocket, because you don't want to sew the pocket all in, you know what I mean? Because that means you won't be able to stick your finger in the pocket. So just go ahead and sew around it, and then just do that side stitching right there too, and then we shall return. So as you guys can see how I did my pocket here, see how it is, and then now we flip it open and voila, a hidden pocket. And then we're just gonna go ahead and top stitch this so it looks nice. So just kind of fold the seams down, fold it. You can iron it if you want to. Just fold it evenly down and then just top stitch on each side, and so it will look nice. So if you want, you don't have to put the pocket so close up to the top like I did. You could put your pockets down a little bit lower if you want, or if you want it the way I did it, you could just put it right at the top of the skirt and yeah. I kind of wish I put my pocket a little bit lower, but the way my dress was, it went perfectly. So now that we are done, we are going to put measure the middle, okay? So make sure you mark your middle of the skirt, and then mark the middle of the bodice, and then we're gonna put this together. And we are going to sew this like across. So do a Yeah, a straight, well, zigzag and then straight. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna because my skirt piece is gonna be a little bit wider than my top piece, as you guys can see here. So I just make sure that I pin the middle and then I pin the sides. As you guys can see, the side of my dress is my pocket. So I'm pinning that onto the side of my bodice right here. This will be your side seams. And then I have another one where I'm gonna pin right on the skirt, at the end of the skirt as well. You guys see? So you guys will have 5 pins on here. So you guys will have a middle, side, and 2 backs. You know what I mean? So middle, 2 sides, and 2 back. Because the skirt is a little bit bigger than the bodice, so I'm gonna show you guys how to make this work if you guys decide to do it like me, because I want my skirt to be a little bit poofier. So I did make my skirt a lot bigger than my bodice. So I'm just gonna slowly gather this onto my sewing machine while I'm sewing, so it will fit, but just because I wanted my skirt to be a lot poofier. So this is what you would do if you want a poofy skirt like mine. But if your skirt is poofy enough for you, then that's perfectly fine. You could just do it where your skirt fits perfectly on you, that will match your bodice. So as you guys can see here, I just gather it with my needle, like slowly, just a little bit at a time. We're not doing ruffles, so don't go so much, just do a little bit at a time until it fits on there perfectly. Okay, so the skirt piece shall match the bodice piece if you do this with patience. So now that it's all attached, we're gonna put the ribbon on. So I'm just gonna put the ribbon on that waistline. Remember that waistline we made? Yeah, so the ribbon should stay fit it on there perfectly. So we're just gonna put it across, and then we are gonna sew it. So if you want, you could sew it all the way across. It will sit on you better and a lot nicer. I would suggest to just sew the top of the ribbon across instead of both sides, but it depends on your liking. So what I'm gonna do is just put it on the side here and sew the side. As you guys can see, put it on there and just sew it on. And then now we're gonna add the zipper. So go ahead and open up your zipper and then put your zipper, as you guys see, the right side on the right side of the dress. If that makes any sense? So the teeth will be facing away from the raw edges. So as you can see, I am done here. So I am gonna do this where I fold my dress and then, like I said, right side of the zipper onto the right side of the fabric, and the teeth is facing towards the inside of the dress again, and the side that has no teeth is gonna be facing the raw edges. And so here I am done, and I'm just gonna flip it out. As you guys can see how the zipper works. Perfect, isn't it? If you guys want me to make a full zipper video, just let me know. I will try to show it to you guys. And then here I am. I'm just going to finish off the skirt because we didn't close it yet. We had to add the zipper on first. So now I am just going to close this and hem the skirt. And then we are going to go into making the flower ribbons. So what I'm going to do is just fold this down about 1.5 inches and then glue it down into the middle. Of course, gun glue is the best tool ever. I mean, be careful, don't burn yourself, because I did burn myself because I was like, oh, it's not hot enough, and then I decided to touch it and I burned myself. So be careful, please don't touch the tip. That's not very smart, like me. Anyways, so yeah, I'm just gonna keep folding this, as you guys can see how I did the end there, and then now I'm just gonna take this other end and then fold it in the middle again like this, and just glue it on there again, and then just go around and keep going doing the same thing over and over until it's big enough to your liking. You guys see how I did that? Just, keep going around and then glue in the middle, and then when you're done, just cut it and then just glue it. Make sure that the end piece is in the middle so it doesn't come loose or anything, okay? So we're gonna let that dry for a little bit, and then we will do the ribboning piece. And then let's put this ribbon like just right across like this, and then I just put the glue in the middle and then just do this. And then after I'm done, I'm just gonna cut it, and then I'm just gonna tie it. Tie the bottom so it looks nice and neat. And you want to make sure that you wait until the glue sits before you just do this tying thing, because if you don't, then it's gonna come loose and it's gonna look kind of hideous in a way. But if you have a better idea to do ribbon flower for your dress, go ahead and use your idea. You don't have to use mine. I like mine the way it is, and if you like yours the way it is, you could do yours the way you want to. You know what I mean? Nobody has to do, they're all the same. But you guys see how cute this is? It's kind of like a butterfly bow. And then now I'm just gonna hand sew this onto my dress. If you guys haven't watched my hand sewing video, go ahead and watch it. I'll try to put a link in the description below if I remember. But I'm just gonna take a matching color and then put this through the side. Don't put it through the middle, because the middle is where all the glue is kind of sitting. So I'm just gonna put it like around the glue. So we're not doing it on the side, we're putting it around the glue area. Because if you try to go through the glue, you will break your needle. Trust me, that's what I did. I broke a needle already. Anywho, so we're just gonna sew around this and do little stitches just so people can't really see. As you guys can see, people can't even really tell that it's stitched on there. You know what I mean? So if you want to, go ahead and hand stitch this on both sides. So make two and hand stitch it on both sides, and we should be done here pretty soon. So yeah, if you guys still don't know what hand stitching is, then go ahead and watch my hand stitching video down there. I made a hand stitching video knowing that I'm gonna make this video, so you guys are ready to make this dress for yourself. And so after this is done and looking nice, as you guys can see that it's on your dress, you could do this before you sew it on, but I forgot to do it, so I had to do it after I sew it on, is burn the bottom so it doesn't come loose, you know what I mean? So your bow doesn't come apart and fall apart on you. So just go ahead and burn the bottom a little bit, and yeah, that's it. Well, I hope you guys like this tutorial. I hope you guys will stay for the pictures, to see the full dress and everything. I have pictures at the end, so I will talk to you guys all later. And don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you are new. Don't forget to measure, cut, and sew. Bye, guys.